Alright guys, something I wanted to share with you. For some reason, these got stuck. And I wasn't able to unscrew it. Okay, today we're gonna work on our patch brakes of the electric bike. Okay, most of the bikes, electric bikes, uses the similar part, and today we're gonna work on this. Okay, I noticed something I encountered with. I wasn't able to unscrew it. It was stuck. So what I did was use one of these oil. I recommend the MD40, okay, and I'm sorry, WD40, and I used it just a bit, okay, to soften off the area where we're gonna work on. Not sure if it's too dark and you're not able to take a look at it, but I'm gonna show you here. So this is the screws. It was too tight, so what I did was put some oil here and here to get it soft. So what we're gonna do today, start working on our pads. See how we do it. See how we do it here. All right. Gosh, what do I do with my glasses? Okay. All right. See how this goes. See how this goes. All right, so okay. So another thing I want you to know, that I waited for over 5 minutes. Well, instruction says you can wait for 5 minutes, but really I waited like a few hours because I was busy. All right, and then it was still a little bit hard to unscrew it. So, you know what I did? I used one of these tools. It looks like a tube. You put it inside, okay, like this, and then I put a pressure, and it worked. Okay, so maybe you already know about this. If you don't, well, it could be a bit helpful. You know, a lot of us, sometimes we need some guidance, and if some of you already know a lot about this, well then comment down below and let us know what your experience can give us some advice. I'm learning here, and I want you to, I'm just, I'm sharing that. I want you to know that not always we need to take it to a bike shop, and you can avoid spending so much money. Well, if you have the time. If you don't have the time and shop bike, it's close by near you, then you can use it, right? But in my case, I couldn't afford to spend too much money, and so I took the choice, the decision of learning and doing myself, because it's going to happen very often. If I don't make a living out of this transportation vehicle, electric bike, I'm learning how to do deliveries. So I'm pretty sure this is going to happen more often. And that means it's going to break, or I need to do maintenance more often. So paying bike shops, which is good, they need the business, but if I don't have the money, it's not on my budget, so I'd rather learn and do it by myself. So the only thing that worries me is that if I don't do a good job, or if I lose any of the parts, tools, then what's going to happen to me, See, I'm learning, and so far I can see there is a small ring here. There's another one here. Oh my gosh. So let's pray I don't lose any part. This seems like this is a screw, but after this, there's a small ring, like a couch, like rubber, made of rubber, and we need to be very extra careful with this. So at the same time I'm recording, it's going to be recorded there, and you can do the same at home, at your garage. If you can tell, I'm inside of an apartment, and I don't have much space, so I have to do everything over here. I don't have a garage, but if you have a garage, and if you do it in daylight time, it's even better, because you're able to see. I need to use lighting all the time, but it's okay. Now, inside of this part of the brakes system, there are pads, and those pads, you order them and they come over here inside. Okay, they come over here, and what we're gonna do is we are going to change this. Okay, we're gonna put a new ones. We're gonna be putting a new ones. All right, let's check first and see if the video is rolling good, so we can continue showing you. If it's not, I gotta start all over again. I'm practicing, I'm sorry. Hope this is being very helpful for you, and if you start liking what we do here, all these videos you think are being very helpful, please comment down below, hit the button likes, subscribe to our channel, support us, help us support us. Okay. Alright guys, I don't think it's it's something different than the rest of influencers, YouTubers. Everybody that is doing YouTube today needs a lot of help, right? So do we, and it's not a maybe if too much asking you that if you think what we're doing here is really very helpful, please hit the button likes, subscribe to our channel, make some comments down below, give us a hand please, and subscribe to our channel. Let's make it viral. Perhaps all we're doing over here is being helpful to everyone out there. So share with family, friends, maybe somebody needs it, right? Comment down below if somebody's an expert doing this, maybe can give us a hand. Okay, all right, it looks like it's getting ready to come out, and I wonder if once comes out things are fall apart. Maybe now it's time to do one by one. All right, maybe it's time that we can put our hands here, but if we do one of these are going to fall off, and we don't want to lose any of these. There you go. See? Okay. The first one came out, and it is very tiny, small ring, which we do not want to lose. Okay. We do not want to lose, and at least it's being recorded, so if I forget, you guys are going to remind me. The rest of them, we can probably keep them inside. I mean, yeah, with the screws. So that way we don't forget. In which order they belong to. Okay? So let's try not to lose them. Now, the next step, what we are going to do is finish up. Okay, one thing I probably did wrong was screwing back up this one over here, because it's interrupting me while I'm working on. We don't need interruptions, so we'll see how this one goes without taking it out. If not, we will have to take that one out. I don't know what you guys are thinking. You probably agree with me. Okay. Okay, another one we got out, and yeah, we got it out. Okay, so let me tell you something. It's very oily, but why? Because remember I mentioned at first, it was so tight that I had to use oil WD-40 so I can unscrew it. Okay, so I had to do that. I had to do it, and that's the reason why it's very oily. because otherwise, see, we don't need to lose this. So the reason why I'm putting it over here, close by, so we don't lose it. If we lose them, we're gonna have to buy a new brake system. We don't wanna do that. We don't wanna lose any of this. Okay. The next thing we do is, see, here are the patch. This one over here. Here are the patch. And what we do is fold it back so we can take this out of there. Look, we don't have to be afraid of doing maintenance ourselves. Instead of spending money at bike shops, we can do it ourselves. See? We can do it ourselves. See? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fix it up yourselves. And nothing to worry about, nothing to be scared of. Okay, we are going to continue because First Lady got home and it's gonna be crazy if I continue doing the video. She needs to get inside of the house and she's home. All right, so we're gonna clean ourselves up a little bit and we're gonna be doing the next video in a few. Okay. All right, guys. If you start liking our videos, please give us a hand and subscribe to our channel and hit the button likes, make some comments down below, share it with family, friends, and we can be doing more of these videos. All right, we're gonna be doing a lot of more videos so we can learn all together. Okay. You guys deserve to take a look at this closer. So at the end, what I had to do is just pull it from here. Look. So I have a choice to either use the same one, which it could be maybe easier, maybe get weak. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, they seem very similar. So it's been very wasted, very wasted. It's about time I'm changing it. It's really about time. Look, it had nothing at all. Very wasted. I've been probably ruined my disc for taking too long. And we'll see how it goes. I wonder it was, all right. So that's the way it goes. It was like this. Both of them, very wasted. There was nothing here. Nothing. You can tell the wheat, how wide they were at first, and how much they've been wasted already. Okay, and this one over here, look. It's been totally wasted. Okay. Okay, I'm supposed to use the same one, although it already comes with a completely new setup. So we can either use we can either use the same one, some do, or we can use the new ones. Completely the whole setup new ones. Okay. All right, so next thing we do is make sure we cut them off. Okay. So this is a new, brand new one. They say we're not supposed to touch them. I guess I already did. Okay, you can probably check the size of it. They're brand new. So they're supposed to work just fine, I guess. So this one came already set up. Let me check. The quality of the last one, they're all the same. It looks worn out, so might as well just use a new one, right? The new setup, which is this. So I hope you guys can see it, right? Okay. All right, so they all look the same. So let's pray this is all we gotta do. Okay, it's not going in.
Okay, there is something very, very important that we need to address here because nobody tells you about this. I've seen many videos where they tell you that whenever you have the pistons here out, popping out, and when you put the patch and they don't fit properly, the disc in between the patch, the new patch, right? Because the width of the wide, how wide they are, you know, the new patch, the growth, the thickness, right? In between the disc, if the pistons are not in a proper way, it's never gonna fit with the disc, okay? So I've checked too many videos to try to find out the best possible way to adjust the pistons, and they all recommend to use any type of tools, any type of tools to try to separate them. And what I found out that I could hurt the system. So if you can see scratches over here, it's because I've been using different type of tools that most of the YouTubers talk about, and that's wrong. Big mistake. I shouldn't have listened. You know, sometimes people tell you things online. See, that's the piston right there. If you can zoom the video, the metal, what's inside over there, those are the pistons, and they're supposed to go back in. Okay, they're popping out, and well, they tell you too many things about having tools in between that could help this and that. You know what? I ended up purchasing. You can find them in Amazon. The proper tools to make them go separate and put the pistons back where they belong. Okay, so to me, this is working without doing any harm to the brake system. Okay, so that's one advice I wanted to share with you guys out there, whoever is really interested on doing your own maintenance, changing pads for your electric bike, because this would work with any electric bike parts system. It doesn't have to be only Fucare Libra bike. Okay, so what you do is you just put them together and you press it as hard as you can. Okay, trying to make them, the pistons, go back in where they belong, the same position they're supposed to from the start. So what I do is keep them for a little while. Okay, I do not want to get into the oil mineral that it uses inside. Okay, that's another topic, another video for that. But so far the pistons goes back because it's been impossible for me to ensemble it back together, putting things together back again, because of the piston. It was popping out. So with this tool, what I do is just try to put it back in. All right, so that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. And then that's all you do. That's all you do. So here are the new patch, right? Here's a new patch, and this is the way they go back in. They even go in super easy. So you press back up, and this should go right back in. That's the way it goes. Okay. There you go. So it's in. It's in. That's it. It has to be a little bit loosened up. So when you make the adjustments, you know, it'll be easy. Perfect. Perfect. It went through. Okay. Okay, okay. We got the video rolling. Good, good. How we doing? How we doing? Getting bored, but this is very helpful. I bet a lot of people out there are having issues when it comes to assembling back the brake pads. So that's the reason why we're doing it, because we like helping others so they don't go through the same problems I've been through. Okay, sometimes it's okay to you don't need to spend money to really assemble back the patch, the brake patch, back to the system, because you can do it yourself. Okay. All right. So this is how you do it. So I already showed it to you a little while ago. Just wanted to confirm you guys feel comfortable. Okay. That's the way it goes. And then you pull it back out. You probably want to twist it around and see if every angle of the piston is back where it should belong to. Okay, so you put a pressure and you make sure everything goes smoothly, and yeah, that's what we want. All right, so as you can see, piston should be back to its home spot, place as they come when you first get them. Okay, and I mentioned before that it's best to always use the proper tool, because if you do what I did earlier in this video, I use other tools, players, and a whole bunch of stuff, and what it does is I get scratched from my brand new system. It looks old, but it's not old. The bike is barely 4 months used. It's got 2,000 miles on, so brakes needs maintenance, and this is what you do. I mean, at the end of the day, if you ruin the system, you can always purchase one because they're not too expensive. Okay. All right. So it's supposed to be where it needs to be. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So being sure of this part, okay, this is how it is. And all you do is push it. And because of the thickness, okay, as it keep pushing, it gets thicker, rounded part, all right? So that's what it does. All right, so now we want to put the patch, okay? That's how they come. You can either put the old ones, the old metal, but I like putting everything new, so no excuses. All right. Remember, this video is about the brake pads and the tool that you need to use for when having issues with your pistons, okay? Now, they should be able to get inside very easy because now it's wide open, all right? And this comes handy because you could call this like it's locked. It's unlocked, okay? And then I need to twist this to the side to make sure is in the right place. All right, so I wanted to show you how easy now goes in, okay? And it needs to be a bit flexible, loosen up. So there you go, all right? And now it's time for us to put the screws back to its own place. Okay, something that is very recommended, that when you start screwing back parts together, at first, before adjusting, the patch that the disc gets in between the patch is very important for you to keep it loosened at first. Don't tie them up too soon before you get the proper center disc in between the patch. Perhaps you can notice, I'm gonna make a close-up for you guys to see it. Okay. Alright, maybe you can zoom it. Maybe you can zoom it and check that the disc goes in between the patch, okay? In between the patch. So that is very, very important. And for that purpose, you need to, before you start adjusting, putting a pressure, you get it a little bit loose, loosen up, okay? And then you start putting the screws back together when it's time. Let me see. that doesn't work there. There it goes. All right. Okay, there is always a chance that you can take a look at it, that the disc needs to be in the center. And when you feel it's proper to adjust, and then you use the Allen and adjust it where you think it's proper to do so. Okay? That's how you do it. You start adjusting little by little. This is the upper part of the disc, and this is the bottom part. So you have a choice to move it around as you think it's best. So testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check it out. Check the tire. It's working fine. Can you tell? It's working fine. So if you guys like what we're doing here, these videos, please, all we need is your help, your support to our channel. Click likes, make your comments down below. Share it with family, friends, people that needs to fix their own bikes. And subscribe to our channel. That's the way you can help us out, please. Okay? And down in the description, we put our PayPal in case you guys want to give us a hand and support us. Thank you very much. Enjoy it until the next one.